Welcome to 25526 Pine Lake in Land O'Lakes, Florida. This is in the Lake Padgett East Estates community, which is right off Collier Parkway and 54. And we are going to be taking you through a video tour of the property. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,690 square foot house with the absolute bonus of a Florida lifestyle, a saltwater pool. So that's what we're going to be looking at. Just to let you know it's available. I'm going to shut up here for a second because I want you to hear the nature sounds. Hopefully, that'll be picked up. Needless to say, there was not a lot of noise out here. So if you're looking for something that's quiet, an established community and neighborhood, Lake Padgett East has it for you. Also, the community itself does have an HOA. It is very lax, and it's only $60 a month, and you get a playground. You have a local neighborhood bar. We also have a pool. There's actually a ton of different fields, so that way, in terms of playing, things like that, there's lots of stuff going on. But let's go inside and take a look. Now, the home itself was built in 1990. However, the previous owners have been very good about their maintenance and taking really great care of it. So when we first walk in, the first thing you see is the kitchen. How amazing. When you talk about size that you just don't see in a lot of newer homes, the biggest factor a lot of people complain about is the amount of storage. I just turned on the lights, but when we first came in, you noticed it was not dark. It wasn't really like, you didn't feel like you're walking in a cave. It's actually very light and airy in here. Now we have cabinets galore. The pantry area is actually right over there. And it's a hybrid pantry and laundry room. So it really depends on like how you want to use the space. But it is great that you have a laundry room that is inside with the air conditioning and not in the garage. You do have a little nook over there, so you could put a table, maybe a coffee, barista area. And then above the cabinets, there is space so you could put any kind of treasure, collectibles, things that you really want to show off. In my house, that would probably be a bunch of Lego sets, just saying. The appliances are all stainless steel, so you can see, and the counters themselves are granite. So you do have really great quality here. Now, the left room, right from the entryway, this is really a flex space, so you could use it however you want. It could be a dining room. It could be set up as an office, maybe a gym, home gym area, or even a kid's playroom. We do have great light here. And the reason I say that you have those options is because we do have a barn door that will slide over. So if you have the situation, you have kids in here or you want all their toys, you can actually come close it off when you have guests over, and now they walk in, they're not seeing the mess. It's back there, which is great. All they see is they walk in and they see this. And how much nicer would that be? Or if it was a home gym, same thing, it's all set up. We do have a split floor plan, which basically means we have the master bedroom here on this side of the house, and on that side of the house is the other 2 rooms. But first, let's take a look at this living space. It's large. I'm slightly echoing because we do have cathedral ceilings going on a little bit here. So we have high ceilings. If you're the type of person that loves really big, tall Christmas trees, this is definitely the house for you. And something else that is definitely a decor or a decorative item that you really don't see a lot of these days is an actual wood burning fireplace. Now, the idea of you actually using it would be small to none because it is Florida. However, it's here for looks. You can hang all your stockings on it. It's ready to go. Again, just taking a look at this space. Right through there is the pool. We'll be talking about that more later. I'm going to take you to the secondary bedrooms now. So the first one we have is to the right. We have good size. They do have hardwood floors throughout, by the way. Sorry, I didn't point that out. Like, this is actual hardwood. It is not laminate. And with this bedroom, we have a walk-in closet. So you can walk in, have tons of storage, actually utilize it more. Now, something I'd like to point out with this particular bedroom is You see, we do have fence, and that is the actual fence to the backyard. So in terms of privacy for a secondary bedroom, it is all inside your back area. It's not public facing like to the street or anything like that. Here is the bathroom. Again, granite countertops. It is very well matched throughout the home. We do have a classic tub, good size, and wainscoting here. This is a linen closet, and it's one of the deeper ones. It's, again, starting to see newer builds where these linen closets are less than 12 inches deep. Electric thermostat. Here is the other secondary bedroom. They all have ceiling fans as well. This has a more traditional closet with bifold doors. So, all right. Now on, here we go. Just another good look. You can really get a good sense of how this is. Inside the ceilings as well, those are LED lights. So from a cost efficiency standpoint, they really did a great job with that. Now here is your primary bedroom, which also has its own direct access to the pool. We do have ceiling fans as well. Now over there, this little drop ceiling, there are some LED lights as well. So it's designed where you can have your bed over here and face it this way. So a TV over there, imagine your bed right here center. You have this gorgeous view of your pool. Okay, it's a private pool. So let me point something out. If you look at the actual fence line, what I want you to notice is that there is no windows, no two-story homes looking above, which means you do have a nice and genuine private backyard. So if you're the type of person who likes to wake up in the mornings or finish your evenings by taking a quick dip in the pool, you absolutely can do that. And clothing would be optional because nobody would be looking. It's your choice. It's your home. Now, as we enter the bathroom, we have two closets. First one is off to the left with this bifold door. A little fancier, see it's on hinges. Well, I mean, all closets are on hinges, but I mean this kind where, just a slide. It's modernized. You close it, right? Like that. We do have a shower. Over here is our other closet. And your basic shelves. And we have a generous sized soaking tub, which more importantly, we have the natural light, but a privacy screen over the window. So again, you could be enjoying yourself, relaxing for the evening and not have to worry about if anybody is looking or noticing you. Single vanity, but granite as well. Now, let's really take a look at this backyard. We do have a pavered lanai that is completely screened in. You'll see some styles now where people will opt where on these beams that go over to put lighting. And the choice is yours in terms of what type of lighting, either if you want the single, more classic looking light bulbs or like LED strips, and you can really have it completely change and transform this area for you. Now they do have this little canopy tarp screen here, and that was just to give them a little more shaded space when they were hanging out. Now the pool itself, we have where it's a style where on both ends are actually the shallow, and towards the center of the pool is the deepest end. It's really great if you're the type that you want a nice pool where you could be playing volleyball or any kind of games like that, because again, the deep end is directly in the middle, so both sides could evenly have access, swimming, things like that. The pool itself is about 6.5 feet deep. And then the lanai actually has two exit points, that one over there and that one over there. We are going to walk out this one. Now they do have a fire pit that was already here. And of course, the classic Florida lifestyle, we have palm trees. But look at the size of the backyard space you have. Talking about having space to put a playground, trampolines, any kind of outdoor activities that you want to be able to have for your children, you can definitely do here. Huge bonus. If you look up there, we have solar panels that are completely paid off, and your electric bill is literally nothing, or whatever the connection fee happens to be to connect to the main grid. Now, from the lanai, we have a good, generous amount of space. So again, you have plenty of flexibility with yard. So we have that fire pit. And then we have much more space back here. So if you want a garden, if you want to just have a little area for your dogs to be able to run around and take care of their business, it's available and it's all right here. This little covered, no, the door slammed, area. The previous owners used it where they had their grills. So imagine a big green egg or a flat top or your classic grill here. And that's why they had this little setup. So that way they can come grill and it'd be away from the pool area, enjoy, and then they could go sit wherever they wanted. Like there was some area over here where you could put table chairs, or if you want to do it in the screened area, totally do that. And then they finished this area off with shells and pavers to walk. There is a slight slope in this area too, which makes it a little harder from a grass perspective. So it's much easier to have this shells look versus like dead and dying grass all the time. Your pool equipment's on this side. The pool pump was replaced 2 years ago. And something else with the backyard. On this side, again, it's fully fenced in. We actually have the double entry, so you can actually put in any kind of toys. If you have like an ATV, some smaller toys, not an RV, but anything other than that, you can really store it on your lot, and you don't have to worry about paying any other storage fees. Now we'll go back in here. The house also does have gutters. Forgot to mention that earlier. Look here. Here we go. Now I'm going to walk in through the living room this time, just to show you what that would look like as I close up the house. Here we go. Imagine enjoying your pool on a nice hot sunny day, and then you coming back in here, and or you can walk directly into your bedroom, go take a shower, relax. So yeah, that is Pine Lake. Again, it's a 3-2. You have any questions, want to know more about the community, about this particular property, my phone number is 813-531-1151. Definitely feel free to reach out, and I will gladly answer any questions about this home or any others that you have. Talk soon.